We are live.
We are live.
What's going on, everybody? Welcome to a special late night edition of the Square Table Podcast. Daredevil, Born Again Season 2, Episode 1, The Northern Star, literally just ended. And we're going to talk about it right now. We are. We're just going to get right into it. Overall, very solid first episode for me. I thoroughly enjoyed it. I love that. Oh, by the way, real quick, spoiler. This is a spoiler review.
Oh,
literally,
yeah.
just
100%
watched.
Spoiler. We just watched this.
The episode. So, yeah. I love that right out of the fucking gate we get the black Daredevil suit with the DD on it. Like, no wasting time. No, like, I'm going to earn this suit later on in this season. We just get it right out of the gate. Absolutely loved it.
Oh, yeah.
What's your take on that?
The suit, I think, is one of my favorite things. Based on the episode, I think I like that Karen is back. I feel like she's gonna be a mainstay character this season instead of just showing up for 20 minutes in like the first episode of the last season.
Yeah.
I like so diving right in of all the characters that they basically just like start like lining up, like here's everybody that's going to be here so far. Here's like, especially at the very, very end, but we'll get to that.
Yeah, we'll get to that.
Yeah. I like that. I like the choice of Matthew Lillard as this asshole is basically the best way I could describe it. Because I just finished watching a show on Amazon Prime called Alex Cross, and it's like it's based off a James Patterson book, but Matthew Lillard was a character on this season, and very similar. He has a very unique acting style, and I think this like laid back kind of asshole type of character that he's playing here fits him very well, fits his acting style very well. So I'm really interested to see where he goes.
That's literally, it's perfect for him. But I do like that he's a brand new, like, original character. He's not, so you don't really know what his deal is. It's not like, well, that's Mr. Charles, so he's going to end up being this. So I like that you're ready now, have a new character to play with that has some mystery to him right out of the gate. Even so much so, and whoever his friends are, even Fisk is a little bit like doesn't even want to mess with him. So just to show you the kind of power that he has, it's pretty interesting to see another villain get under Kingpin, skin a little bit. But Daredevil, I'd give that a solid. I'd give it a solid 8 premiere for me. And I loved how violent Daredevil is.
Oh my God, the first opening 5 minutes.
Yeah,
he's literally and it's not even just like you see his fighting style, like you're saying. The opening violence is just it's an escalation from where he was. Like he was always like brutal in everything that he did, but seeing like him break that guy's arm and it just pop out of his at the crook of his arm. Oh. Was brutal.
And I just love that he uses his weapon more all the time now. Like, he just the fighting style they have officially like nailed, really bringing him more to what you would expect from Daredevil, and to see it continue. And again, just right out of the gate, got the black suit. He is absolutely just annihilating people. Although I do have to say, getting very Batman Begins vibe in the beginning of that episode, like for sure. The whole, like, I'm just glad he didn't come from the top down and be like, here. Like I was, because there was that one shot that was very close to it. Like the guy was even like backing up, and I'm like, don't do it. Don't do the Batman scene. And then he strangles him somewhere else. So, but yeah, great opening. We now know that Daredevil is an excellent swimmer who can apparently totally handle a ship capsizing. So that's
a sinking ship.
Easy, barely an inconvenience, no problem.
He coughed when he got on the beach. Come on.
Oh, that's true. He was a little bit out of breath. Yeah. but excellent swimmer. Probably could be in the Olympics. Very,
Confirmed.
The parallels to what's happening in the real world with what's happening in the show definitely makes it a little bit more unnerving. You can make direct comparisons. What is his task force called? What was it?
Anti vigilante task force. So AVTF.
The AVTF, or ICE. You could just call. You know what I mean? Like there. So those parallels are definitely give the show a little bit more unnerving and more authentic appeal. Which is not a good thing, unfortunately. I wish what we were seeing was a fun comic book show, but unfortunately, right out of the gate, the show is definitely hitting a little bit too close to home. Especially that one fucking cop, man. Just punches the waitress in the face. Like, I cannot wait to see this man die. I cannot. I hope he dies in the worst possible way. Just can't wait. Can't wait.
He's a very good actor too. He's in another show that I've watched called Mayor of Kingstown with Renner.
Does he also play a douchebag?
He does play an asshole cop.
So there you go.
He's an asshole, like a
nailed
legit
his role.
vigilante asshole cop that, like, he's doing the right thing in that show, but he's going a little too far. He's straight up like, no, I enjoy torturing people that are weaker than me.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
That's like his that scene. First of all, I didn't expect it to it didn't expect him to do that. I expected something, like, oh, let's trash the place or whatever, but him flat out just hooking her.
Yeah, just no fucks given. It's like
there was definitely a shock value there. And I really like that this episode is a building episode. It's what I call, like, here's the setup. Here's the setup. Here are your pieces. Here's the game. Now let's see where it goes. Because you get introduced to a lot of things, and I feel like this season's going to be a lot of, like, parallel storylines happening alongside Matt Murdock's storyline. Not necessarily intersecting directly with Daredevil, but like you got BB's thing happening over here. You got Matt's thing happening over here. You have Kingpin's thing happening over here. And none of them, like, they're all going the same way. So now I'm curious to see if they're going to cross, or if they're just going to resolve themselves based on what's happening in each other's story. It's very strong writing, and it also is it plays 2 points, one to the actor and one to the writers who are writing these characters, because it just feels like there's something deeper that you want to see come to fruition with all of them.
Well, I mean, I think the most interesting story beat that's happening is what's happening to, I guess you could pretty much call her his ex-girlfriend at this point, because seems to be
Dr.
all about
Glenn.
What's happening with Dr. Glenn and these, I don't know, hallucinations, seeing
they're definitely hallucinations.
What's his name? What was
I can't remember his name. I want to call him the paint guy.
I don't think that's his name.
No, that's not his name. Obviously. Obviously not his name. Come on.
Wow, yes.
Come on. The paint guy.
I mean, it's like close to Condiment King. It's up there. Let's see. What was it? Muse was his name.
Muse, that's what it was.
Muse. So
that's what it was.
I'm very curious to see what that turns into. Like, is she going to become the second Muse? And is that something that happens to her character in the comics?
I don't know.
I'm
Daredevil is
one
right comic I've read very little of, except where he intersects with other heroes that I've read. Obviously, Spider-Man very much. I want to talk about New York for a second. Like, the fact that I feel like when you see New York City in Spider-Man, you see it as this, like, grand, like, you get more of a scale of how big the city is and how much Spider-Man does for the city. And I feel like they obviously do it on purpose with Daredevil, because Daredevil's always been, the devil of Hell's Kitchen. Like that, he's always been like, hey, this is my section of the city.
Yeah, I like these 5 blocks.
Yeah, basically, yeah. I like these 5 blocks. Forget the rest of the island.
Yeah,
I like these 5 blocks.
Can't go past my jurisdiction,
Yeah, exactly. But I think because of that, maybe they make New York feel a little bit more intimate. Like you get a lot of the shots of, people walking into bodegas. You get, the hip hop in the background. I feel like that brings out New York's identity in and of itself, and it's actually showing you a much more closed, or on a smaller scale. You get to see a smaller portion of the city and how the larger things affect that part. Um, I was just thinking about it, like just the shots in between like scenes and stuff like that. I'm like, wow, this feels like New York City. Uh, but I feel like this show has always been like that. It's always done a good
I
job of that.
think they've done. I agree there. But Heather Glenn becoming the new Muse would be would be awesome, honestly. And I wonder,
but where's the parallel there? That's my question. Like you're saying she becoming the new Muse would be cool, but Muse's whole thing was using blood in his art. Like that was he was psychotic, and seeing that using blood was giving his art life. She's not a painter. She's a psychologist.
So maybe she uses their brains instead.
Just carves them out of his head.
I mean, I don't know. But there's definitely got to be a reason why she's seeing him everywhere, and you can even
well, she's had a traumatic experience. A severely traumatic life and death experience with him at the center point.
Exactly. But I get those Batman 66 vibes when they kept, every time she got into those daydreams, the camera tilted.
The camera tilt.
And I was immediately reminded of like 66 Batman. Whenever there was a villain on the screen, the camera was slightly tilted.
Yeah.
So like that's what's leading me to believe that these aren't just some kind of hallucination where she's going to be like going into some kind of nervous breakdown. I think this is going to be some kind of calling or transformation, especially with that question that she had about the swordsman, and she switched it. What was it was
you let the spirits do you let the spirits control you or something like that?
Yeah, the spirits in your head, or
yeah.
So I thought that was very interesting.
I think
you got the eye thing on.
Yes. Why is it doing weird shit?
I can see it. I definitely noticed it.
I'll turn it off.
No, that's all
good. So her seeing Muse, I think, is obviously trying to communicate that she suffered a traumatic event and she's not dealing with it the way she should be. And because of that, her brain is trying to compensate and creating, these hallucinations. I think you're right. I think it does allude to her becoming something. I don't want to say it's necessarily the next Muse, but it might break her to a point where something happens and she becomes something, whether it be a villain or another victim of some kind in some way. Too soon to tell, I think. But I think you're right. I think it is going to go down a path where we see something snap in her, so to speak.
Yeah, that's definitely a storyline that I'm interested to see. BB is the greatest editor of all time. Her making that Ronald Reagan mask-esque Fisk
was that
trailer. Her? I think it was, because it was like BB News, which is
but then that whole like Fisk thing starts like shitting all over her crap, saying that she's in Fisk's pocket, and that's why it's making it look good.
But she does say she doesn't always post stuff under her name, so I think that's like she's doing both. I think she's
Maybe. I didn't get that. I thought it was just like, oh shit, there's another guy going after BB. Maybe you're right. I didn't catch that part, but maybe you're right. I thought that was cool though. very much.
Yeah, I love that. Was very reminded me of like, was that Heat? Is Heat where the president masks?
No, that's Point Break. The Dead Presidents.
There we go.
Where they're all wearing, I'm not a crook. Yeah.
Yeah. That was
That's Patrick Swayze. Patrick Swayze, Keanu Reeves. Hell yeah.
He shoots the gun up. No.
My favorite line is from Hot Fuzz when he's like, "You mean you've never seen Point Break? You never shot two guns up in the air?"
I do have one question though, and maybe you can answer this. Now, Fisk knows that Daredevil is Matt Murdock,
correct?
Right?
Correct.
So is it because Matt Murdock has been perceived dead in the end of season 1 that there's no point in ousting him? Like, because I just feel like Fisk would just out Daredevil as Matt Murdock. Or is there some kind of like...
There was something...
it's
hard to remember.
I know they had that conversation in the diner, but where it was very, both of them being like, yeah, like, don't do this and I won't come in. But I just don't get why, like, Fisk has no problem putting Karen Page on everything, but not Matt. I think that's very weird, especially since he knows who exactly to get to bring to justice, so to speak.
It could be, he could be like on an ego trip. The reason he put Karen up on a wanted poster because he feels like that would hurt Matt more, and maybe he's just out to hurt him badly enough. But I honestly thought the same thing. I'm like, why doesn't he just like go after him?
Yeah, right. Like,
and obviously, like Matt has gone to ground in this, and really is considered missing or dead.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know why he doesn't just put his face on a wanted poster.
Yeah, if anyone ends up watching this, definitely comment if you know, because I'm very curious if there's some kind of honor amongst villains and heroes. Like I don't know here, something like that. Then speaking of villains, though, then the show. So I did like the format of the episode. I loved the whole capsizing, and then you really get to see the power of Mr. Charles walks into that meeting when the district attorney is there trying to let Fisk know
that
he's not going to get
district attorney. That is the attorney general.
Oh, I'm sorry. My bad.
That is the state attorney general. That is the highest lawyer in the state.
And then Mr. Charles comes in, and then our boy receives an anonymous phone call, or obviously someone he knows, and all of a sudden, tone change, everything's good. There will be oversight, and that's it. So Mr. Charles is going to be an interesting character for sure, because again, that's a lot of power to wield, to just be able to have all that. And now I do believe Daredevil put the watch in that one case, so he'll be able to hear it and be able to track it at some point when Fisk tries to move all this stuff. So that was kind of his own way of putting his own tracking device on those weapons. So it's gonna be interesting. I wonder if you think the whole season's gonna revolve around just that one incident? I feel like it might.
It might. It's the catalyst. It's going to be and you really think about it, it's going to be, hey, what's up, Chris? It's going to be at least a good portion of the season, I think. Because it's not just a simple, like, oh, we're just going to show them cleaning up this ship out of the East River. It's like Mr. Charles explains it. He's like, well, you have to move all of those ordnance through a major metropolitan area quietly.
Yeah.
And you see how both of them are ready and willing to throw away lives. Like, you have to shoot them after they unload the boat. What are you going to do?
Well, I did like how Fisk was like, well, my guys are good guys.
Yeah.
Okay, and those are hard to find. So then
Yeah.
He's just like, all right, well, I could get a couple
I'll just get some
dudes that are all right.
He made it sound like fucking indentured labor, and I'm like, oh my God.
Yeah, just like cattle. No big deal. Yeah, just numbers on our board. Expendable. Yeah. So, but then the episode ends with something. Really, don't know what to make of it, but it was fucking awesome.
Yeah, it was sick.
Matt is going to try to save. What's the
Cherry?
Cherry. I did actually go to the bathroom real quick there. How did they just show up at Cherry's house? I'm guessing.
So the scene is that he's in there and he's looking through the folders that he got from the lawyer partner of Matt's, the girl. I forget her name. McDuffie is her last name.
Yes.
Kirsten McDuffie. So he gets the stuff from Kirsten, and he they bang on the door, and he's like, listen, I'm not gonna open the door unless you got a warrant. And they're like, all right. So he puts like his hands on his head. They knock the door in. They start beating on him, and he's like, they're asking him questions, and he's like, I don't know.
Yeah,
and then Daredevil comes in, fights everybody.
Yeah, I saw all that. I just I saw him in the chair and then beating him up, but I just didn't know how they got in the house. He's hearing
Cherry have a heart attack.
Yes,
that's why he stops. He stops moving because that's what he's focusing on. And then they just jump him. And then they pull off his mask.
Take his mask off.
It's Matt Murdock. And then, thump, all of them dead.
Yeah, and then once they showed the the one bullet went through both those guys eyes symmetrically, I was like, yeah, it's Bullseye.
Yeah, I was like, yep, there's Bullseye.
The fucking knife comes in. It says "You're welcome" with the Bullseye
You're welcome
symbol.
with a little Bullseye on it. Yeah.
So, why? Why do you think this has happened?
Well, so I like this iteration of Bullseye because I guess he's more human in a way where
go on.
So in the first first time you see him is in the original series, right? And he's just this he escalates into the psychosis of what he is, where he just has no regard for human life whatsoever anymore. Everything is just a target to him. And then last season, you obviously have the whole thing with Foggy and them fighting and then all these things. And, he comes back and he's and he goes to the trial and stuff. In those scenes, the way they wrote him, it seemed like he didn't know what was going on in his own mind type of thing. He was getting his conscience back, it seemed like. But then you don't really see him the rest of the season. They don't really talk about him. He just kind of goes away.
Yeah.
And then we see him here. Comes back. Why he's helping Daredevil? Maybe just to get back at Fisk for betraying him. We don't really know yet. There's a lot of open scenarios. I think maybe...
because he knows he's the one that saved Fisk because he jumped in front of the shot.
Yeah.
So, I'm not sure.
I don't know.
I'm not entirely sure. Maybe it's just, again, he wants to also take down Fisk, and he knows he needs Daredevil to do that. So,
dare I say he might be on a redemption arc? That's a big pull. I don't really like when villains get redemption arcs unless it's really developed well.
Yeah, I was gonna say if it's developed well and it's done well, then bring it on.
Yeah, but how?
It does.
Me, all right.
It does become bothersome. Okay, no, good.
No, I want to ask you this question. What would be his redemption arc? What would be the result of it? I help Daredevil, I take down Fisk. Then what? What would make Bullseye redeeming in your mind after seeing all the way, basically how he sees life, which is basically nothing?
I don't think he'd have a redemption of character.
Okay.
I think he can do something redeeming that shows that there is a little bit of light left, but do I think he would become anything other than an assassin?
Yeah.
No, I think this would be more of again, he does he corrects one wrong that he wish, or that's kind of it. So again, you get a glimpse that there's still maybe some good in him, but that's it. Like, it's
So you think he's just out to basically balance the scales?
yes,
Not necessarily redeem himself, but
yeah.
get himself get his situation to a point of balance.
I think so, because really, if you kill that many people, is there such thing?
Like,
I was gonna say, yeah. Is there such
really
thing as redemption
high
after that? Like, yeah, no. I don't think like a full on redemption. Oh, Bullseye is gonna be in the Avengers. Like, no, I think again he'll
more Thunderbolts if anything.
yeah, man, that would be cool. But no, I don't think that's what we're gonna get.
No, I don't think so either. So I do want to ask this. I want to talk about this. The first episode of this show, quality, like really high quality. And I want to compare it to another Marvel show that just came out like last week, Wonderman. Did you even know that came out?
You said that came out like a month ago, man.
That
and Wonderman was fantastic.
Really?
Because
I watched like the first 3 episodes and I'm like, God, this is.
No, it's a slow burn, but it's worth it.
Is it? Okay. All right.
Yeah.
If you're telling me I need to give it a chance, then I will.
I definitely, I think you'll really enjoy it by the time it's done.
Okay.
What's in the 3rd episode? Does he get the part yet, or no?
No. The 3rd episode is with Joe. What's his name? Pantolianos.
Okay, but he hasn't got cast as Wonder Man yet.
No, not yet. No.
Okay, yeah, no.
He has to send a video in to his agent, and that's going
so
around
you're
LA doing that.
Yeah, it hasn't. And started,
I was like,
it hasn't started yet.
Yeah, I was watching this episode. I'm like, what is even happening right now?
Yeah,
why is this
definitely Wonder Man is the best thing Marvel has done in years, in my opinion. Like, legit.
That's strong. That's strong.
Just because dude, they really haven't put out anything good in a very long time.
Other than Daredevil.
No, I'm just talking about like their movies, and I did like Born Again, but really their entire Phase 5 has been kind of, and I really like Loki, I really liked Hawkeye, but they didn't do anything with them. There was no payoff to them. They didn't. But I don't want to turn this into a whole giant MCU show. I just want to focus on Daredevil.
I feel like we should talk about that because of how mixed things are happening. Like, this is such a strong show right off the gate right now. Like, this first episode, like, I'm locked in. It didn't even feel like 45 minutes went by. Like, I
am a little disappointed that at the end of the season 1, it seemed like he was going to be putting together a team. And, obviously you get those Defender vibes, but we do know Jessica Jones going to be in this season.
Mm-hmm.
How is Frank not a part of this team?
Frank Castle?
I mean? Yes. Like, he's in New York. I get it. He filmed something else, which I think is like, I believe the short film or mini film that they made is premiering right after the end of this show, so I'm guessing it's going to probably tie in directly, and we know Frank Castle is now also in Spider-Man. I am excited to see New York feel more connected between these heroes, because they all, unfortunately...
They're all over the place.
Well, no, I'm just saying, unfortunately, they all operate in this one city, and there was that one theory going around, the shot in the new Spider-Man trailer where it's the comic book cover, the famous comic book cover.
Yeah, where he's holding the guy under his arm.
Yeah, the way that it's shot and the way that it looks very much like when the Void was attacking New York. So people are speculating that that's him saving people during the Void attack, which would be awesome to see that. Like, again, just see an entire city event happening and how all the heroes in their different sectors are dealing with it. So I would love to see something kind of about the Void happening in this, because it's got to be taking place in the same timeline. If Frank's in Spider-Man, like, you know what I mean? It has to happen. I wonder if the void attack will happen like midway through the season of some kind, or at least mentioned. But that'd be pretty cool.
I mean, they do have to start bringing things together.
Yeah, you can't have the void thing like not be brought up by anyone else in New York. I mean, this dude was literally sending other people to different fucking dimensions. It's just straight up murdering people, turning them into just evaporating them into non-existence, and no one's gonna be like, "Hey, remember when that shit happened 2 weeks ago?" Like, you know what I mean?
Well, have they said where these shows are like taking place in terms of like timeline? In terms of like,
I don't think so. Again, the theory and the Spider-Man thing is it's just a theory. They're just saying based off of, which I can see it based off the way it's shot and the way it's got that blue filter. Definitely kind of reminds you of Thunderbolts specifically in that scene, but who knows?
Yeah.
I'm still pissed we're probably never going to see Kingpin versus Spider-Man of any type because Sony's ridiculous, but hey, at least we're starting to get a little bit of crossover, and I'll take that. So I'll take that.
Yeah. I am curious. I'm curious. This is enough of an episode where I feel really good about the direction of where the story is going. And I'm curious about the same things. I'm curious to see how everything ties into the overall MCU. And I'm curious to see where these storylines for these really interesting characters go. You know, I'm curious to see like I really love the development of Karen just right off the bat, where she's no longer just this, basically paralegal.
She's learning kung fu.
Yeah, I know kung fu. The fact that she is doing that, the fact that she is training, the fact that she is,
going undercover.
Yeah, she doesn't feel like someone that's always in danger. Like when you first see her iteration of it, she definitely feels like the damsel in distress. And every scene that she goes in where she's risking something, it's scary. Now that she's going through all of this, I kind of want to see. I'm not being like, all right, she can handle herself. No, I'm being like, all right, let's see how she can handle herself.
Yeah.
She's still Karen. It's not like she's, all of a sudden got powers somewhere.
Yeah, I just
curious how that.
I am just a little surprised that the we're gonna bring in everyone finale is just him and Karen so far. Like, whereas everybody
Cherry
else
was there too.
I know, but I'm just saying, like, again, no defenders so far. It seems like his best partner is gonna be Bullseye. As of this moment.
Well, we know Jessica Jones is
Jessica Jones showing up, which is cool. I can't wait for
it. Is cool. I would love to. I honestly loved most of the defenders. Like, I love Luke Cage. I love Jessica Jones. I love Daredevil. Like those three series.
Iron Fist was the only one that kind of just sucked.
And it's just because I wanted better martial arts. I didn't think he could. I thought he could be the character fine. It didn't matter.
Yeah.
You're talking about one of the greatest martial artists in the world. And
he's supposed to be. Yeah.
It's like, okay.
And then Jessica Jones, the last season was whatever.
I don't actually. Now that I think about it, I don't think I've watched that season.
You might be better off, man. Her, I forget what her best friend's name is. The blonde chick. But
isn't it Wildcat or something like that?
No,
or Hellcat.
I don't know, but she just becomes insufferable. And like ruins the show. Like, every time she's on the screen, you're like, shut up.
I love your description.
Shut up. So she ruined that.
She ruined that for you, huh? You're upset about
I'm just
that.
saying, like, you go from awesome stuff like Killgrave, and then you go to that, you're just like, I can't deal with this.
Oh man, I know.
Like, and again, it wasn't because she was like an annoying in a sense of like you hate her as a character. It was like she was annoying in the sense of every time she was on the screen, she was just ruining every scene, and the drama that they were forcing with it was just. She just basically just became super jealous of Jessica and wanted to become Jessica and couldn't understand why she couldn't be Jessica. It's like, shut the fuck up.
Wow, that's such a bad storyline. Like, the whole point of their relationship is they're supposed to be like best friends, like unbreakable best friends.
But she just couldn't handle it, bro. She was taking like super powered drugs.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, Wildcat. That was her name. Wildcat.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
terrible.
No,
Absolutely
it's like
trash.
fucking. Oh my god! It's like
But
why?
yeah,
Why take a good thing and just smash it into the ground?
okay, so let's see. Where else can we go with this? Black suit, hell yeah. Story, hell yeah.
Action,
Bullseye,
hell yeah.
hell yeah. Yeah, the action was top notch. Yeah, no, again, I'll give it a solid 8. Really enjoyed it.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's definitely like a 7.5 for me. I think it's good. It's
Yeah.
on its way. It's just the only reason I gave it that is because I need more. I need more. I
Yeah,
need to see more.
but
But that's
episode,
why it's the first
yeah,
episode.
first
You can only
episode
put
got you
so
in.
much in 45 minutes.
I mean, you could put more.
But then isn't it too much? Isn't that what's happening? It's just a little too much now.
Sometimes 50 minutes is 45 minutes.
I don't actually. That's called time travel, my friend.
Hey, we can do it.
It's possible.
I saw Project Hail Mary, so I'm very hopeful. I believe.
Probably going to see that this week or like Thursday.
Absolutely see it, dude.
The
only thing I would absolutely love to do a show on that after you see it.
Yeah, absolutely.
All I will say is practical effects, man. There's a reason why I think this movie is doing so well. Other than being a popular book, I think it's, for me, it was one of the best movie experiences I've had in a very long time. Just enjoying what was on the screen, because there's no green screens. Everything's practical. They basically did what The Mandalorian, like that style that they created with that like dome. So everything's real lighting, or as close to as real lighting. They built.
You're getting real shadows and things. Yeah,
they built the ship, the entire interior of the ship. Like, they built the sets, and then the alien Rocky is completely done by puppeteering, dude. And it's like, and that stuff, you can tell, like, it just adds so much when you're seeing it, because what you're seeing is actually there. There's none of these weird like composite shots where you're just like, he's in front of a green screen, or like, you know what I mean? Like, the depth is wrong and the lighting is off, or there's no fucking shadows. Because that's why these movies look fake, because they are. And I don't want to go on a huge fucking rant about that type of shit, but look at the Moana trailer that just came out. It looks fucking horrible. What is... seriously, answer me this. What the fuck is the point of making a live action movie of an animated movie where your live action movie is going to have just as many animated fucking shit on it as possible? Like, I don't understand. Like, and then, hold on, you put a fucking wig on The Rock and he still somehow looks bald. Could you not have given him a receding hairline to the middle of his fucking head? Like, he looks so fucking bad. I don't get it. You got, we keep going. You got One Piece, right? One Piece live action.
Yeah.
Their budget is not that, their budget is nothing like a fucking movie.
Nothing like that, no.
Moana's a $200 million movie or something ridiculous. And yet One Piece is making the most absolute nonsensical anime fucking characters look awesome.
Yes, man.
Like, they don't look terrible on screen. They're not cringeworthy. The second The Rock appears in the Moana trailer is fucking laughable.
Oh my god.
It's it's just like,
I want to comment on that.
$200 million and you couldn't even like get someone to do his wig? Like, what the go ahead. What do you got?
Seeing The Rock, okay, and as soon as I'm seeing the trailer, I'm like, oh, cool. I really because the opening of the trailer, you're like, and I love that we're talking about the Moana trailer after Daredevil. It's great. Seeing like the whole opening where you're getting the culture and things, and then you see The Rock, and I'm like, I'm not seeing this. If my daughter wants to see it, yeah, I'll take her. But you're right. It's cringy. First of all, he's wearing prosthetics. The man works out 4 hours a day. You don't need to look exactly like the animated Maui. I think your natural physique would have been better. And
you think he's wearing a bodysuit?
It's confirmed. He's got prosthetics. He's got 40 pounds of prosthetics on. Oh yeah, I just read that today.
That's terrible. Just kill me.
Yeah, go watch it again and you'll start seeing it. And
I don't
you're
want
because you gotta take away from the wig, bud. Just don't look at the wig. Look at the rest of them. I know it's really hard.
It's hard. I mean,
just fucking
they couldn't even. But and that's what's like so bad. Like when you look at that scene,
his
right?
hairstylist.
When you look at that shot where they're supposed to be on the island and it's him and he's got like the sun coming from behind his hair to get like it looks so bad because again, and this is what I don't get about that shot either is because I know they filmed in Hawaii, like they filmed, but yet somehow the background looks completely like it's not there.
Yeah,
I don't know. It just Again, it looks like shit, and then you made the crab look like shit, and that pisses me off. I'm so tired. I'm so tired of Disney. Like, you're making an animated movie. You're already spending the money to make them digital and fucking CGI. Just make it look like the character. I don't get it. Did you not learn anything from Lilo and Stitch? That movie is very okay, but it's great because Stitch is fucking Stitch.
Yeah.
Like, that's it.
He's absolutely yeah. And you're right. You're right. And you're absolutely, especially with the One Piece analogy, like, and this is the comment I said about it. And this is watching that, especially like you're watching One Piece and I enjoy it because I've watched the anime. I've seen multiple episodes multiple times and it never occurs to me how ridiculous everything is in that show until I started watching the live action. Like the character, you finished it, right? I don't want to spoil.
Oh yeah.
Did you finish it? Yeah. So the scene where they're fighting in like the laboratory and Chopper's in I forget what you call it, like Fighting Point, which is where he's like jacked and he's like fighting. And the guy with the bow and arrow is dressed up in a freaking bunny suit. He literally is dressed up. Not he is a rabbit. He is dressed up as a rabbit. And he's fighting badass with a bow and arrow. Well, and I'm looking at it and I'm laughing hysterically as it's happening, but that's how the creator meant these things to be. He wanted everything to be exaggerated. He wanted everything to be ridiculous. Your main character literally turns to rubber. Like that's the stupid. If I told you the story before you even saw it, you would have been like, that's the stupidest thing I've ever heard.
Yeah, but you know what? They pull it off. And especially look, Season 1, again, I've never watched the One Piece anime. Season 1, I enjoyed. I thought it was cool. Season 2 made me a fan. Season 2 is excellent. That's like amazing. Now they're talking about 12 seasons. Like, do it. I don't care. This cast is unbelievable. You can see like their chemistry is amazing. It's amazing. The stories that they're telling, like the stuff, like the little arc with Lapoon was just
Laboon. I love Laboon.
Then you got the stuff with Sanji.
The best part about that arc, that shit isn't even over yet. Like,
I'd imagine not.
They call that back. So that happens at like episode like 150 in the anime. They call that back like 600 episodes later.
Awesome. I mean, the show is unbelievable.
Yeah, it's.
Season 2 was amazing, and again, to bring it back to I don't even know what the hell to bring it back to. It just, I forget what I was ranting about. Just,
you were talking about practical effects and budgets.
Thank you, practical effects.
Moana spent all this money to make everything CGI.
Bringing it back to Project Hail Mary to Rant Home is, I think that movie is doing unbelievable because it's the first time that people feel like they're watching a movie.
Yeah.
Like it just has that wow factor, and if you're lucky enough to be able to see it on a 70 millimeter IMAX, absolutely do it. Unfortunately, I don't have time to go into the city to see it, but I saw it on a regular IMAX, and that was amazing. I know. So yeah, practical effects are big. I really do hope that this movie sets a new, like, reawakens Hollywood to go, oh yeah, that's what filmmaking was.
See, but that's why a lot of I feel like movies do so much. I was watching an old James Bond movie today. I don't know if you've ever watched either any of the Bonds from the 70s to the 80s.
How dare you?
We're talking like Roger Moore era into.
I don't really like Roger Moore, but continue.
But Roger Moore has a lot of great ones. Like he's got Moonraker, he's got For Your Eyes Only, From Russia with Love. Like these are all really good Bond films. But they ain't working with CGI. He's skiing down the slope with a fucking movie screen behind him, making it look like he's moving, and he's just doing this, standing still. You know what I mean? That's a practical effect. Like he's not standing in front of a green screen. He's standing in front of a movie screen, make believe he's skiing. And then they're showing ski scenes with professional skiers, paying for the stunts, paying for the quality. But now that you look at it, 50 years later, and you're looking at this like ridiculous thing and how like you could clearly see he is not skiing, but it doesn't take away from the film in any way. You're still on this adventure. Like you're still feeling like you're part of it. And I feel like One Piece like captures that because everything feels real. Everything in that show feels real. Obviously, except when he stretches. But still, it's
But the CGI is good enough that it doesn't take you out of it.
That was my whole fear with that show. Is that you see Luffy stretch for the first time. And you're just like
insane. Everything looks insane, but like the characters are just great, man, and the effects that they do, and it's like, and everyone that they are getting are just so bought into their character, and they're also bringing in really good. Like not everyone's a new person. Like, oh my god, the guy that played Mr. 3, I forget his name.
Oh
phenomenal actor.
He's in everything. Yeah,
and then Katie Sagal as
as Karina.
Oh my god, like just
Actorine.
Phenomenal. And she's one of my, she's such an incredible actress. But it was funny. I didn't even realize it was her until like she said one thing and it reminded me of Futurama. And I was like, oh wait. I was like, holy shit, is that her? I was like, oh my god, it is her. Yeah, I was like, oh my god, she's the best. But back to Daredevil real quick. We'll just wrap it up.
Let's close it out.
Let's close it out with Daredevil.
Yeah. All right, so your rating is an 8 out of 10.
Yes.
8 out of 10 on the first episode.
8 out of 10, absolutely. I think we're in for a treat.
I think I think this is going back to how strong the writing is for this show, how strong the actors are, because you could tell like the actors that are playing these characters love these characters. Like Vincent D'Onofrio, Charlie Cox, they are Kingpin and Daredevil, and they love playing those.
Yeah, no, you can't. This is like you can't recast them. It would be like Iron Man.
No,
it's like that level. Like they've become these.
You
characters.
End the show. You just end the show. Just let it go.
All right, I do have a. What do you think about this? Right, because you asked earlier about the parallels of like what would be the parallel for her to become Muse. Now, she hates vigilantes, right? Like that's like her thing right now. She hates them. So what if?
Does she know that Matt is Daredevil?
No.
She doesn't, right?
Okay. No, she doesn't. She might, maybe, but I know, because he sleeps with everybody. It's like every female he sleeps with, and then you're like, did he tell her? I can't remember.
Yeah.
But since she's a psychiatrist who hates vigilantes, what if the thing that she gets off of as being a villain
triggers her
is dismantling a superhero's like psyche? Like something like that, where like she tortures them so much to break them
mentally. Yeah.
So I don't know.
You could already kind of see that when she's in there testing the swordsman.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
You could already. That's actually a really good point, and that scene might actually reinforce what you're saying. Now that I'm thinking back on that scene.
Yeah, she like wants to break them mentally or something like that. I think that would be
maybe.
I think that'd be fucked up. I dig it.
Yeah,
I dig it.
I dig it. Again, I'm excited. I think this is gonna be a good season.
But all right, everybody, we're gonna wrap it up. It's kind of a late night. We usually do this show at 9:00, but we wanted to do this little special thing, and maybe we'll keep it going. We'll see how it does.
Oh man, every week.
Well, I think next week is 2 episodes.
Is it? Okay.
Yeah, next because I think they're skipping a week after that for some reason. Maybe a holiday. I don't know, But next week
Easter
is
or something.
Maybe, yeah. So I think next week is actually 2 episodes, whether they're back to back or because I can't do it. I can't start a show at 11
10 o'clock. You crazy?
That's crazy. Yeah, no, we can't do
crazy,
that.
Man. You're lucky I'm off tomorrow.
Yeah, seriously, this wouldn't have happened. Thank you so much for taking the time, man, and staying up.
Yeah, of course.
And if you're watching live, thank you so much for spending your
Tuesday
night with us
on a Tuesday night.
And if not, definitely like and subscribe because we're here every week. And tomorrow we got What's New on Kaiju, which pretty excited, man. Because Monarch's doing. Are you caught up on Monarch?
I'm in the middle of episode 3.
Okay.
In the middle of episode 3, so I'm only behind I think 1 episode.
Yeah, Friday will be 5, but yeah.
Yeah.
But all right, man. All right, everybody. As always, like and subscribe, and be on the lookout for more content from Kaiju Live. Have a great night, everybody.